Welcome to living life to the fullest and the 4 steps to follow to start living that life. So, what does it mean? I'm Julie Wood. I'm a superconscious transformational coach who works in the quantum field, working with your superconscious to ensure that you start living the life that you love and to live life to the fullest. So, what does that mean? It means embracing each moment, taking risks, pursuing passions, and finding joy in the journey of moving forward in your life. So how does that happen? Where are you now? Where are you stuck? What sort of things are you doing to support yourself, or do you keep sabotaging yourself? So let's get started. So the first step is to living that life is to define what living life to the fullest means to you. So you want to reflect on your passions and your values and your goals to determine what brings you joy. What is it that makes your heart sing? So I'd love to do a little exercise with you. And so I just want you to sit down, and don't have to do it right now. You might want to do it later. But sit in a quiet space and write down what are you passionate about? What are your values? What brings you joy in your life? Do you have joy in your life? Have you forgotten what joy is? Have you stopped having joy or happiness or laughter or fun? Because life's too hard because you're in scarcity, struggle, survival, and searching. So sit down and reflect. Give yourself a moment and sit in a space where you're not going to be disturbed and write down. Write down what are you passionate about? What's my passions? And write down what my values are. What are your values? Is family a big value for you? Is fun a big value for you? Is work a value for you? Is being supportive a value? Is abundance and prosperity and money something that you value? So sit down and write down what are some of the things that you value, and just reflect on if you're living those things. And just write down what ideas come to you and visualize your aspirations. What is it that you truly desire? And when you write down what it is that you truly desire, and it can't be moving away from something, it can't be, I just desire more money. But what is it that you truly desire? What is it that money is going to give you so that you're moving towards it? So what is it that it's truly in my heart that brings me joy? Is it traveling? Is it being able to support my family, having that beautiful, loving, supportive, synergistic family relationships? Is it having an amazing business that's really profitable so that it supports my lifestyle? Just write down what it is and then visualize it. Step into the feelings of already having them done. And what does it look like? What does it feel like? Who am I with? How do I look? What am I doing? What's my day look like? And start to think about all those things and then write them down. Write down what I'm doing. How am I living? What's my life look like? If I wake up in the morning, I'm jumping out of bed really excited for the day. I look out my window over the water or in the mountain or in the forest, wherever it is that place is. That means living life to the fullest for you. And write it all down. And then think about what action steps can I take to assist me to achieve that? How do I make that vision come true? What's my goal ultimately? Is it to live, to love, to be? And step 2 then is to move out of scarcity. Living in scarcity is not fun and it's not the ideal place to be. And having a scarcity mindset is treacherous because it sabotages you. It causes everything you've built to collapse and it keeps you boxed in and broke. The more you stay stuck in scarcity, we're always trying to save something, or you're trying to get the money, or you're always the victim, even if you don't think you're a victim. But when we have scarcity and we're struggling and just in survival mode, it's really hard to step out into abundance, because the more we concentrate on trying to solve the scarcity, the more we're recreating it. And the reality is that you can fall into and get stuck in the rut of scarcity, regardless of the actual money amount that you have. Even if you've built your own successful business, even if you're a successful investor, you can still have a scarcity mindset. And, you just see people with that scarcity mindset. They don't want to spend money on anything, yet they're multimillionaires because they're always worried that they're going to lose it. Maybe you've been working 2 or 3 jobs and are running around like a headless chook trying to keep up with the bills and the things your family want, their wants and needs. And the scarcity mindset really keeps you in self-sabotage and really makes us do the opposite of what we need to do to be successful and change our lives for the better. And it's not about disassociating ourselves or ignoring the fact that we may be financially challenged. It's having a different mindset to move us. And one of the things that we think about, because scarcity is a tempting trap, but we can get out of it. We can have the mental skills to insulate ourselves from it and take the right actions. Because once we step out of that scarcity mindset, we open ourselves up to the right actions, to garnering information that's going to help support us. And this is usually right when we're on the verge of success, where we start to self-sabotage ourselves and step back into that scarcity thought. So how do we break through this phase to what we really want? Well, in reality, we must ask ourselves the question, why do I want to change my current reality? What don't I like about my current reality? Why do I want to be something different? And what skills can I learn to become more valuable to myself? And when we start to concentrate on the why, it helps us pull through. And we can get the skills to dramatically increase how much we want to earn. So what about those skills and what they'll bring to you? So what skills do you need? So you need to have the skills of your mindset. You need to be able to tap into superconscious and be able to do the things that you need to do to support your mind to create what it is that you want to create. And one of the best things about doing that is creating stability. When we start to do that, we ask ourselves, what would the person I'm becoming do? How would they work in this situation? So with the right set of skills and positive thinking, it always gives you the ability to create stability. Even if you're in the most terrible situation, when we're able to work correctly with our unconscious, our subconscious, our conscious mind and our superconscious, we have the steps come to us to move us out of where we're stuck and into a new environment. And that might mean coming out of your comfort zone and doing things differently so you get the results that you're after. But are you willing to do that? Are you willing to step out of your comfort zone and be challenged? Are you ready to become a new identity to overcome the challenges of living where you're living now? And when we do that, it gives you a platform and a foundation you can build on. So really, what choices are you making? What choices are you making now? Are you falling back into all those old patterns and self-sabotaging those old identities? And some of those are not even yours. They come from your family bloodline. And how do you respond when things start to go wrong? What do you do? Do you fall back into I'm not good enough, I don't deserve, I don't know enough? It always happens to me. So where are you? Are you in sabotage mode or genius? And we really need to take aligned action steps to get where we want to be. So what are you doing? How are you responding? Are you giving yourself that stability? Or are you falling back into those old beliefs and stories and patterns? Because the idea is we want to create a new story. We want to create a new life. We want to create a new identity where we become that powerful creator of our own life and we can create what it is that we want and love it and live life to the fullest. So the last step is to create surplus. So once you have the right foundation and you have created the mindset and you start to have that income that comes, you can start to grow. You can create that surplus. You can have the time, the finances to invest more in yourself as well as maybe your business. So when you have the financial abundance start to manifest, you can buy more time. You can buy assistance. You can get all sorts of things to multiply that income. And you can reinvest in yourself. And you can continue stepping into that dream life. Maybe you want to work less. Maybe you just enjoy more of the things that you want to do and buy. Maybe have that business. Or maybe you're happy just to be an employee or a contractor. But you take a step back and take in the bigger picture, because it doesn't matter whether we're a business owner or an employee or whoever starting out, we really got to develop and own an investor mindset. We've got to be and treat ourselves like a business. So it always means looking for ways to reinvest in ourselves or our business to make ourselves maybe more productive or streamlined in what we're doing, or less procrastination, more action, and profitable. To develop those passive income streams or finding ways of increasing our income. And when we start to get into this step, we can step back from the doing and step into creating. And we start to build out our team. Maybe we have financial supporters, advisors. Maybe we have a team of family where we run a family business. Whatever it is, we can take a step back and look at, where do we want to go? If I'm my own business, where do I want to be in 5 years? What do I want to be achieving? What sort of things or goals or visions do I have for where I want to be? And then we can start to develop new ideas. Maybe if we're having a business, we've got new offers. If we're a coach or counselor, or we've got creating new programs, or a therapist. So what sort of things can I do to support me to create these multiple income streams? And by putting in that time, we start to shift and change and step up into the next level, which gives us where we're heading for the freedom. And this is where we're living into that total freedom, because we've designed our life. We've written our own future. You've come out of scarcity. You're not only the owner of you, but you're living in abundance with surplus money and finances and spare time. And what you do from here is your call. It's time to enjoy that freedom, the security you've earned, and really start living your best story. And this is all made possible with learning the right skills from the experts who've done it themselves. Having a coach and joining a coaching program can be one of the most beneficial things that you can do for yourself, because we can't always see where our problems lie. And as a conscious creator, you have the power to take those 4 steps and start living your life to the fullest. And today can be the day you begin your journey to freedom. And if it's okay with you, I really want to talk to you about my Wake Up and Live program that I've developed. And it takes you on that transformational journey, working with your superconscious and creating the life you love. And it's all done through an app, which is amazing. So you can take it with you anywhere. And it's called Wake Up and Live Momentum Masterclass. And the wake up is you want to change, you act on that change, you gain the knowledge, and you embrace it. And the up is because it gives you unlimited potential. And you start living the life that you love. And it's the ultimate path to being a conscious creator. And it ensures that you've got complete clarity around what you truly desire. It allows you to create new emotional set points based on the person you choose to be, rather than the person that you need to fix. And it allows you to pull yourself towards what you desire without having that internal struggle and falling back, because we're removing resistances and limitations. We're decoding, unplugging, and recoding your brain to replace all the old habits, beliefs, stories, feelings, emotions, and behaviors with new ones, so you can step into your new reality, so that you take aligned action and magnetically move towards your true desires. And it's really exciting when you start to do that, when you start to manage that and believe in yourself to do it. Because we all have success in some ways, but are they permanent? We might have success in relationships, but we don't have success with money. We might have success in sport, but we can't run a business. So whatever it is where we're stuck, this is a way to shift and change out of that and step into who you truly are and live your true nature and purpose. So here's what you get in my Wake Up and Live Momentum Masterclass. Weekly group coaching sessions between 45 and 60 minutes. We have a weekly live, authentically focused planning session where we look at what your vision is and we break it down into smaller parts to make it more achievable. And so we have a weekly session where we just review where we've been and where we're going. Access all the meditations that we've got. There's 12 of them, and they're going to keep growing. And there's the 12 weeks core program to ensure that you get focused and you start to learn all the techniques to allow you to move forward. And so there's access to all the previous recordings, so that's always available. And the app is on your phone or your tablet, even on your computer. So you've always got access to it as long as you've got the internet. And we do regular challenges, deep dive workshops, and so much more. And on the app, you get accountability tracking. And all these features are on your phone, and you're able to communicate with all the coaches and members through your own private portal on the app. And that's absolutely freaking amazing. So when you look at it, here's the outline on creating and living your authentic life, of living life to the full. So we start to learn the nature of reality and the swing circles and the frames. And we start to look at aligning to our values, so we learn what really motivates us. And we learn how to start to create from nothing and shift our beliefs as we step into alignment emotionally with where we're going. And we're also learning how to heal trauma, challenges, pain, and turn those fears and phobias into wisdom. And working in the quantum field. And start to remove those internal conflicts by using the magic of metaphors. And then looking at those family entanglements that so often create obligations of love that keep us stuck where we are. And then we look at the matrix, living in the matrix, how it really works. And it's so exciting to be able to do that in the program, and even more. There's so much more. So if you're interested, the investment opportunities for this is to work one-on-one with me for $2.99 a week or $2.997 up front. Option 2, which is an amazing offer, is working in the group coaching program, which is normally $149 a week. But as you're watching this today, as a foundation member, it's only $49 a week. And option 3, of course, is do it yourself, do nothing, just stay where you are and not move forward. Keep repeating, going round on that hamster wheel, round and round and round and round, so that you don't get anywhere. You keep falling back, falling back, falling back. You might move forward, but then there's this new shiny object over here that you try, but you keep falling back into the old ways, into those old patterns. So just message me below. There'll be a link to make an appointment, and I love to have a chat with you to see where we can go and how we can help to allow you to live life to the fullest, and for you to start living your true nature and purpose and be the authentic being that you are, and living life that you design, the best life ever.